Hey guys, how's it going? It's 8-Bit Eric. I wanted to read and talk to you about a story and kind of compare it to the situation that I'm going in, especially when it involves Facebook and just the direction that this channel is going in. When it comes to free speech, it's really important that you guys exercise your right to say your opinion or talk about things that you want to talk about without fear of being censored or discriminated. Now, most social media platforms have terms of service that protect people against, hate, harassment, bullying, things of that situation. But I've often found that if you lean towards one side of the spectrum and the other side doesn't like it, you could find yourself being blocked as well. So that is currently what is happening with an individual by the name of Adin Ross. They are a bigger streamer. They make some content that I guess is not exactly PC, and they have been threatened by Twitch at this time to be suspended. And oddly enough, they're friends with an individual that we're not going to get too deep in because that's a whole other can of worms. I've been opening a can of worms for you guys. He's friends with various streamers that the Twitch platform might not agree with at the time either. But this is an article talking about how he's been threatened by Twitch. And when you're threatened by the platform you're on, it can't be too good of a feeling. But you could see threatening to suspend him indefinitely. Um, as far as my views on this subject go, a lot of this has to deal with some of the things that he might say, some of the content that he might do. For example, I know he reacts to a lot of videos, and Twitch is pretty tough when it comes to the DMCA law. Um, watching copyrighted content and stuff like that. So I can get it. I get it when it comes to that. But, you know, this situation, honestly, when it comes to the way that Twitch is threatening to suspend somebody, really puts into question the policies and inconsistencies on Twitch. And we've seen stuff like women get busted having sex on the platform and they get a 7-day ban and they're back. But we've seen guys raid or send hate raids like JDN did to Pokimane, and they get completely permit banned from the platform. So for those of you who don't know, Twitch is a popular live streaming platform. I'm sure everybody watching this knows what Twitch is. Focused primarily on video games, but there are categories for things like just chatting, music, talk shows, you name it. Anybody can stream on Twitch. You don't have to just be gaming. And it's grown significantly in recent years. It's the main hub for essentially like the largest content creators to stream their content on. Now, some of their policies have come under scrutiny. Again, like I mentioned, especially when it comes to the suggestive nature of ASMR, e-girls, things like that. It seems like a lot of times, as I wipe the sleepies out of my eyes, it seems like a lot of times Twitch favors the female audience, streamers, and the female audience, and the gamers often get the short end of the stick. The fat, hairy gamers like me. They've been inconsistent. There's been channels banned for very trivial things, while others continue to violate company policy and not have any consequences. So it's led to criticism that Twitch is not doing enough to ensure a level of, I guess, a level playing field for all content creators. So with Adin Ross, um, they are citing several reasons, and we're going to take a look at this article. I know I'm kind of going all over the place right here. I just kind of wanted to give my thoughts. Um, they're saying in a clip widely shared on social media, the creator claimed a recent phone call with a senior figure at Twitch resulted in a threat that he would be indefinitely suspended if he did not make serious alterations to his content. And he said, I just want to say I was silenced, and I'm going to tell you what I was silenced by and what happened. I had a week suspension on Twitch, and then when I got unsuspended on Twitch, I streamed maybe 2 or 3 times after that. Then once I was streaming, I got a call. I'm not going to say specifically who it was. You know who you are. And you basically said if you keep doing controversial stuff and you keep saying certain things, we're going to have to take you down indefinitely. So I got a threat. And here's the Here's the actual clip. We'll take a look at this.
I just want to say I was silenced, and I'm going to tell you what I was silenced by and what happened. So um, I had a week suspension on and then when I got unsuspended on Twitch, I'd stream maybe 2 or 3 times after that. And then once I was streaming and doing what I normally do, is, I say some real shit sometimes. I basically got a call. I'm not gonna say specifically who it was, but you know who you are. And you basically said, hey man, if you keep doing controversial stuff and you keep saying certain things and you keep basically promoting certain things on your stream, we're gonna have to take you down indefinitely. So I got a threat, and the first thing I did was I laughed at that because I thought to myself, it's like, this is really like being silenced because they're basically saying I can't preach what I want to preach without having to worry about getting indefinitely suspended. So that made me think and realize, like, this is not safe. I can't come with this new mindset on this platform that I stream on and basically do what I want freely. So anyways, I got that call from them, and it just kind of, it spooked me a little bit because this is what I've been on. Obviously, this is how I live my life. I've been meditating. I told you guys I've been pushing certain stuff, and that's just what I've been on. So I don't want to change for anyone. This is what I've been on. This is me now. So my team and I, we've been thinking of some workarounds. We've been thinking of like stuff that we can do to basically block this off and basically move past us. And we got some stuff in the works. But I'm just here to let you guys know I don't really care. Honestly, at this point, I'm going to say what I want to say. I'm going to do what I want to do. And I'm going to believe what I want to believe. And that's the freedom of being a human being.
Good for him. And honestly, I could say I somewhat relate with that, especially with the response to the new content that I've been doing on this channel. You guys have noticed I've been a little bit more outspoken towards woke culture, cancel culture, being involved in the gaming nerd culture like aspect, all this cringe woke narrative stuff. And I've had some people upset at me. I've lost some friends, admittedly, but I'm not going to change what I'm talking about. I'm still going to give my opinion. So Adin Ross basically saying that his content is too controversial for Twitch at the moment, and that he's arguing that these allegations are baseless and that Twitch is unfairly targeting him. And I could feel that. Again, earlier this week, I was temporarily restricted on Facebook for my content, and I found out that it was labeled as hateful, even though I disagree. I really haven't said anything hateful. I've just been giving my mind, and it's kind of funny. Again, if it was the other way around, if I was saying things that the woke culture or big tech agreed with, I wouldn't be in danger. And that's the problem, is why is it one-sided all the time? So this situation with Adin Ross is interesting because, again, I think it highlights inconsistencies with the Twitch platform. They're more worried about words and what somebody's saying than actions that, like, girls that are having sex on stream are doing. It's ridiculous. So if this whole thing is true, because we didn't see proof of anything, he didn't say names, we didn't get an email, he didn't share a voicemail, this would definitely seem that Twitch is not taking a consistent approach. It's signaling out specific creators like himself for, essentially bullshit reasons. We know that Twitch is usually, is run by, I guess, the wokies, if I would say it. There's been that female that was like a deer, that identified as a deer, that was basically one of their Twitch leadership roles or whatever it was. I don't even remember, a super mod. So we do know that Twitch favors a side a little bit more. So this definitely raises a lot of questions, and I don't know, man. I think it's an ongoing issue that highlights that Twitch is changing a little bit. So what do you guys think here? Just wanted to talk about it. Let me know your thoughts down below.